here at the campus of Muskingum University here in New Concord, Ohio. It is 50 degrees outside, and it's a great time for some softball. I'm Keith Burns Jr. alongside TJ Boyd, and we are having our first Orbit TV of the year. So very exciting, TJ, that you could be a part of the first Orbit TV softball game that we're going to have. We got a chance to talk, before this with the coaches to watch and the players to watch, and they're just warming up right now, and we're really excited for this to start, TJ.
Oh, yes. Ready for the Muskies to pull out the win.
And as we were talking beforehand, this is a big pivotal game in OAC play as the Heidelberg Student Princes are 10-4 and 20-10 overall, and they're third in the OAC with the Muskies at 6-6 and 28 overall, and the Muskies are fifth. So it's a huge game as there'll be a doubleheader, and both teams will be looking to take advantage in some OAC play. And we are about to start right now as the Student Princes will be first to bat, and Relay Lovette is going to be first up to bat for the Student Princes. The first pitch is a little high, and it is a ball. And we do have Rachel Everling right now as she has 46 strikeouts on the year. Her second pitch is right in the zone, and it's going to be hit and fouled. And we'll have a 1-1 count here in the first inning down at Donna J. Newberry Field. Everling's next pitch is right in the middle, right back to Everling, and gives it right to Myrano, where she makes a great play at first. And the second batter of the evening I should say more or less like morning. It feels like morning, TJ. But will be Shelby Miller. Everling throws her first pitch, and it will be a strike. Everling done a great job this year, like we talked about, 46 strikeouts. It's very impressive. Everling throws her next pitch. It's going to be a bit outside. It's going to be ball one. We'll have a 1-1 count with one out here in the first inning at Donna J. Newberry Field here in New Concord, Ohio. Everling throws her next strike. Her pitch is fouled, and we'll have a 1-2 count. Everling doing a good job of throwing a lot of strikes right in really early, TJ. And the next one is thrown in the dirt, and we'll have a 2-2 count. Both dugouts really energetic and excited right now for this pivotal match in OAC play. Everling throws her next pitch, and it is again in the dirt. And we'll have a full count, 3-2 the count with one out in the first inning here at Donna J. Newberry Field. See how Everling responds with a full count. Miller getting ready. She's in her stance. Everling throws the pitch, and it is hit. And was a nice routine play by Chrissy Hughes. And next coming to bat for Heidelberg will be number 99, Casey Moore. Moore's getting a couple warm-up swings. Everling throws her pitch, and it will be a called strike. It's one strike, two outs here in the top of the first inning here at Donna J. Newberry Field. Everling throws her next pitch. It's a little bit in the dirt, and it will be ball one. A lot of passion right now in the dugout for the Muskies. Always like to see that passion, TJ.
Oh, yes.
And the next pitch is a little low. So we'll have a 2-1 count with two outs here in the top of the first inning. And this is the first game of a doubleheader, but we will be just calling the first one here for the listeners and everyone watching on Orbit TV. Morgan, a couple warm up. This next one's going to be just a little bit low, and we're going to have a full count. It'd be 3-2 the count with two outs here in the top of the first inning. Moore steps out for a second. Everling back getting ready to throw her next pitch. Throws the next one, and that one is hit hard, but it'll be a foul. Moore really got under that one, TJ. Everling getting ready for the next pitch. Still a full count. Throws another one, and it is going to be another foul ball. There's Moore not wanting to give up. It's always great, you know, when you're playing softball or baseball, you always want to stay alive. Full count situation right here. And that one is going to be a called strike, and that'll be the 47th strikeout for Everling of the season. And that'll end the top of the first inning as we had no hits, no runs, and no errors. And we come back, we will have the bottom of the first here on the Orbit 90.7. Here at the campus of Muskingum University, 50 degrees out, some great weather for some softball. About to have the bottom of the first inning. And number 7, Caitlin Moore, will be pitching for the Heidelberg Student Princes.
Center fielder, number 3, Chrissy Hughes.
And up first for your Muskies is Chrissy Hughes. It's like we talked before, .500 average. That is phenomenal. 1 out of 2 times means she's sitting.
Yes, one of the ladies Muskies that they need to be looking out for because she's a good hitter.
Yeah, 4 home runs on the season. Moore throws her first pitch. Just a tad bit outside, and we'll have a ball 1. Hughes steps out of the batter box, collects herself, gets back in the batter box. Moore looking to throw her second pitch. Moore throws her next pitch, and it will be called a cold strike. So it'll be 1-1 the count here with no outs in the bottom of the first inning at Donna J. Newberry Field. Moore getting ready for her next pitch. And that one's just a tad bit high, and it'll be 2-1 the count. And this year, you know, Moore has had some success, 10-5. She's had 96 strikeouts, TJ.
96?
Yes.
That's pretty good.
No, that's phenomenal, as the next pitch is going to be a little high. It'll be a 3-1 count, as Moore's being a little cautious, as I would too, because Chrissy Hughes is a phenomenal hitter for these Lady Muskies. Next pitch by Moore will be a strike, and we will have a full count. A lot of full counts so far in this game. So we're in the bottom of the first inning here at Donna J. Newberry Field. Hughes steps out of the batter's box, collects herself, comes back in the batter's box. Moore looks for a signal from the catcher. Moore throws her next pitch, and it is tipped, fouled right behind us, right at the fence. TJ was not ready for it, and we still have a full count.
I was not looking forward to that coming back at me.
Was not at all, and Hughes is right now looking as she stayed alive. Moore collecting herself right now, looking for another signal. Moore throws her next pitch, and it will be called a called strike, and that will start out 1 out right now in the bottom of the first inning. And the second coming up to bat for the Muskies is going to be number 7, Nikki Mantle. Moore gets ready. There's the first pitch. It's a little bit high. Mantle had to get out of the way for that one. It's going to be 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning here at Donna J. Newberry Field. Mantle gives a couple swings. Moore gets ready for the next pitch. Moore throws her next pitch. And that one is going to be called a cold strike. So we'll have a 1-1 count here with 1 out. Mantle gets ready, couple practice swings. And she swings and misses, and it will be 1-2 the count. Mantle, so far this season, doing a great job. Just trying to stay composed their senior day. That one's a tad bit high. We'll have a 2-2 the count with 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Moore gets ready for her next pitch. Dugout still very passionate here at Muskingum University, and that one is fouled. Chip right back to the gate, and it'll still be 2-2. And like I said, this is the first game of the year for Orbit TV, and we're only calling the first game of a doubleheader for the listeners and people viewing at home. Moore gets ready for the next pitch, and that one will be outside, so we will have another full count, TJ. 3-2 the count here with 1 out in the bottom of the first. What are you predicting right here, TJ?
I think she's going to hit it in left field and get first base.
We got a mind reader, TJ, saying this one's going to left field.
Oh, yeah.
And that one almost hits Mantle again as she has to. Actually, no, that one actually was a called strike. I apologize about that. And it'll be 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. The third coming to bat for the Muskies is number 18, Jalen Mead. And Moore, an impressive 90 now, 7 strikeouts on the year. That's phenomenal, TJ. And the first pitch right here is going to be called a strike. Mead collects herself, gets back in the batter's box. Moore gets ready for the next pitch.
And that's a ball.
And like TJ said, that one was a ball. It's going to be 1-1 to count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Mead steps out of the batter's box, recollects herself, gets back in the batter's box. Moore gets ready for the next pitch. Moore throws this next pitch, and it will be a called ball. Be 2-1 the count. Mead right now is batting .42 for the year. Extremely good, and she looks to keep that average going up. She hits a ball, and it is fouled.
And she's just a freshman.
Yeah, I mean, that's always impressive, you know, when you're able to make an impact, especially at a varsity level as a freshman. And then the coach knows, you know, you have that experience, and they still have you for 3 years. It's a good point by TJ. It'd be 2-2 right now, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Mead still stepped out of the batter's box, getting a couple practice swings, relocates herself back in the batter's box. Still 2-2 the count. Moore gets ready, throws her pitch, and that one is swung, and that will be the third strikeout, as we had no hits, no runs, and no errors. So when we come back, we will have the top of the second inning only here on the Orbit and Orbit TV. So keep listening at home and watching on TV on the Orbit 90.7.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
And we're here live at the campus of Muskingum University here at Donna J. Newberry Field. I'm Keith Burns Jr. alongside TJ Boyd, and we're here in the top of the second inning as number 44 is up to bat for the Student Princes. That'd be Abby McKee, fourth one at bat. She just cranked one out to left field, but it was called fouled, so she will come back. As right now we have a 1-1 count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Eberling looking to get ready for a next pitch. Throws it, and another hit ball by McKee, but that one is going to be foul. McKee really, trying to crank some of these early, which is never a bad thing,
Yeah, she's trying to hit one real quick before she can get off base, before she can get on base.
McKee steps back into the batter's box. Eberling throws the next pitch, and it's going to be low in the dirt, and it's going to be 2 balls, 2 strikes here at the top of the second inning at the campus of Muskingum University at Donna J. Newberry Field, as we still have a 0-0 score. Eberling throws her next pitch, and that's just going to be a tad bit low. It'll be 3 balls, 2 strikes. Eberling done a good job so far today, as she did go ahead and be able to collect her 47th strikeout of the year. And this one is cranked, but a great catch by Chrissy Hughes.
That was a very good catch from Chrissy Hughes coming up in the center field.
Pitcher number 7, Caitlin Moore.
Yeah, like TJ said, that was a great play. As McKee was she was cranking some of those, but we have 1 out right now here in the top of the second inning at Donna J. Newberry Field. Still a score of 0-0. And the 5th batter of the day will be Caitlin Moore for the Student Princes. Eberling throws her pitch, and it'll be just a bit outside, ball 1. And Moore looking back in the box, and she cranks one, and that one will be foul. Just on the other side of the third base line. Eberling getting ready to throw another pitch. Moore looking, and does a great job, as that one is going to be a called ball. It's 2-1 the count here with 1 out in the top of the second inning. Moore goes ahead, looks, and this one is going to be called a ball, as we'll have a 3-1 count here with 1 out in the top of the second inning at Donna J. Newberry Field. This one is cranked up, and it will be
Foul.
foul. She was number 2, her supporting cast, her teammate of the Student Princes, number 21, Shelby Miller, pointing her hand out there. She was trying to say, that one goes fair, that one's gone. So Moore steps back in the batter's box, and she hits one, and it's just over the head of Riley Powers, but still a great try on that, and that will be the first hit of today.
Center fielder number 2, Haley Patel.
Now coming to bat for the Student Princes will be number 2, Haley Patel. Just like we said, she had a little bit of passion for her teammate a second ago, and she almost hit a home run, but it was fouled. Eberling throws the next pitch, and that one's just a bit high, and it'll be ball 1. Patel getting ready. Eberling throws the pitch, and that one is swung on and missed. We'll have a 1-1 count, 1 ball, 1 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the second inning here at Donna J. Newberry Field. Eberling gets ready for the next pitch, and this one is hit, and it is fouled right behind us, TJ. Glad we have that gate right there. Patel steps back in, as she has a .42 average on the year, which is extremely good. She watches the next pitch, as it will be a called ball. We'll have a 2-2 count. Got 1 out here in the top of the second inning. Eberling throws the next pitch. And great effort by Jalen Mead to try to get that one, but can't get a hold of it. Haley Patel steps back into the batter's box. Ebeling getting ready, trying to get a signal. Throws her next pitch, and that one is hit by Patel, and it's went ahead and caught by number 14, Riley Powers. Great play by the Muskies, as we'll have 2 outs, 1 runner on first base here in the top of the second inning at Donna J. Newberry Field.
Catcher number 12, Caitlin Keys.
And Caitlin Keys, number 12, for the Student Princes, will come up to bat. First pitch is going to be a strike for Eberling. She's trying to get those strikeouts up, and she's done a great job this year. She got her 47th strikeout today.
Hopefully she get about 50 strikeouts today.
That's always a good thing, TJ. Next pitch by Eberling, though, will be a ball. Kaylin Keys steps back into the batter's box. Eberling throws the next pitch, and it will be outside and be called a ball, and we'll have 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Kayla Moore steps outside the box, relocates her feet. Eberling throws her next pitch, and it will be called a ball, 3 balls, and 1 strike. Still a 0-0 score here in the top of the second inning. Beautiful day here at the campus of Muskingum University. Eberling pops one up, and that one is just about caught. Pops up. That's a great effort by the Muskies. And Eberling will get ready to throw her next pitch. Keys hits one to third. And it was a great routine play, as when me and Rachel got the call, by Jalen Mead. And that will end the top of the second inning here at the campus of Muskingum University, as we had 1 hit, no runs, and no errors. So when we come back, we'll have the bottom of the second inning only here on the Orbit 90.7.
Planning the right amount of food is hard. The Guestimator makes it easy. Just tell it who's coming and what's for dinner. Then it tells you how much to make. And yes, it even plans for leftovers. Try it at savethefood.com.
Oh, emojis! I thought the conversation just got dumber.
Ugh, internet trolls, just ignore them.
I like you just the way you are.
I believe in you!
She's a hugger. Give her a squeeze.
Help up the hand!
Ah, there you go. Thanks, mate.
You're killing it, Jane!
For this life I cannot change.
The boat.
Into the boat.
We're back here live at Donna J. Newberry Field. I'm Keith Burns Jr. alongside TJ Boyd, making his Orbit TV debut. And we're in the bottom of the second inning, as Haley DeBolt will be coming up to bat for the Muskies. The ball steps inside the batter's box. And that ball is hit. And it's going to be a nice, easy, routine play by number 99, Casey Moore. So we'll have 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning at Donna J. Newberry Field. and Rachel Everling will step up to bat for the Muskies. Next pitch to Everling is going to be a called strike. It's number 7, Caitlin Moore. Doing a great job, as like we talked about, a lot of strikeouts on the year. Moore getting ready, trying to get her signal from her catcher. Everling looks, and that ball is a bit outside, and it'll be 2-1 the count here with 1 out in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Moore getting ready. Everling steps back in the batter's box. And that one's going to be a called strike, so it'll be 2-2 the count with 1 out here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. And if you were just tuning in, we had Casey Moore have a catch on the last play for the Student Princes. As both teams know, this is an extremely big game in OAC play, with the Muskies being 5th and the Student Princes being at number 3. Next pitch, though, for Moore will be a called ball, as it'll be 3-2 the count. Yeah, TJ, and I mean, this is a huge game. Either, I mean, this could, potentially put a tie, or it could potentially, put the Student Princes a little bit more in the standings. And then at next pitch by Moore, she will get her 98th strikeout of the year, which is very impressive. And it'll be 2 outs here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. And number 14, Riley Powers, will come up to bat for the Lady Muskies. Powers is from Mentor, Ohio, and she is a freshman. Powers gets ready, and that one is going to be just a little bit outside, and it's going to be called ball. We got a 1-0 count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. I'm Keith Burns Jr. alongside TJ Boyd. A beautiful day here in New Concord, Ohio. The next pitch is just a little bit wild and almost goes ahead and hits Powers, but she's able to get out of the way. So it'll be a 2-0 count with 2 outs. Still a 0-0 score, with OAC tournament hopes still on the line for both teams. The next pitch is thrown, and it will be a called strike, 2-1 the count. TJ, Moore's done a great job to really stay composed so far this game.
Yes, she had a great outfield catch that she caught center field when they needed it.
And this one is going to hit by Powers, and it will be an error by number 44, Abby McKee. And that'll get the Muskies 1 hit in the first hit of this game.
First baseman, number 12, Melissa Majorano.
And batting for the Muskies, number 12, Melissa Majorano. She's done a great job. Me and Joe got to call a game a couple weeks ago. She actually batted in an RBI, and that really got the Muskies going as they ended up getting a win in extra innings. Majorano gets ready, steps in the batter's box. Moore throws her next pitch, and that one is going to be a called ball, so it'll be 1-0 count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 2nd inning at Donna J. Newberry Field. Majorano steps back into the box. Moore still waiting for a signal from her catcher. Moore gets ready, throws the pitch, and that one is swung and missed by Majorano. And it'll be a 1-1 count here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 2nd inning with still a 0-0 score. And Moore trying to collect another strikeout on the year, as she is looking right now for, it looks like, 99. This one is hit by Majorano to second, and it will be a called out. Great play by the Student Princes. So we had 1 hit, no runs, and 1 error. When we come back, we'll have the top of the 3rd here on the Orbit 90.7.
Oh, emojis! I thought the conversation just got dumber.
Ugh, internet trolls, just ignore them.
I like you just the way you are.
I believe in you. She's a hugger. Give her a squeeze.
Help up the hand.
Ah, there you go.
Thanks, mate.
You're killing it, Jane!
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's put a ride home.
And we're back live here from Donna J. Newberry Field here at the campus of Muskingum University. I'm Keith Burns Jr. alongside TJ Boyd as Rachel Eberling is still pitching for the Muskies and throws a called strike. And up to bat now for the Student Princes is Leah Bullen. Bullen is a sophomore from Cary, Ohio. Bullen gets ready for this next pitch. Pitch is just a bit outside, and it'll be a called ball. It'll be 2-1 the count here with 0 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning. Both teams locked in with pivotal OAC stuff on the line, and that one is hit to left field, and a great play by number 11 for the Muskies, Bailey Watkins.
Left fielder, number 29, Abby Barno.
That'll be one hit for the Student Princes. They'll have one on first base here in the top of the 3rd inning. No outs and a 0-0 score. Abby Barno tries a bunt, and Myrano makes a great play as we'll have one out here in the top of the 3rd inning. That will advance a runner, though, to second base.
Second baseman, Renee Levitt.
And now coming up to bat for the Lady Princes, Everling gets ready for the next pitch. And it will be back in the top of the order, and it'll be Relay Levette. Sorry out there for the viewers listening. Levette looks and swings and misses, and it'll be a 1-1 count. With one out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Levette steps back into the batter's box. Everling waiting for her signal from the catcher. Still a runner on second, and that one is going to be a called ball. Be 2-1 the count. That last hit did advance a runner to second for the listeners at home. Everling throws the next pitch, and it'll be back, foul. We have a 2-2 count here with one out in the top of the 3rd inning. Levette steps out of the batter's box again, gets a couple warm-up swings. Everling waiting for a signal. Everling gets ready, throws the next pitch, and that one is hit. And it was a great hit to the outfield. And the Muskies are looking to score, and let's see what call, and the ball does come loose, and they will call safe as the runner will advance and score. That will be number 22, Leah Bowen, for the Lady Princes. So the Lady Princes will have a 1-0 lead over the Muskies here in the top of the 3rd inning with one out. Number 21, Shelby Miller, will come up to bat for the Lady Princes. She's a sophomore from Wooster, Ohio. Everling getting ready for next pitch as we do have a runner on second and one run already batted in. One strike right now with one out in the top of the 3rd inning. And that ball is just going to be a bit outside for Everling. We'll have a 1-1 count. One out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Everling gets ready. Still waiting for a signal. Throws her next pitch, and that one is going to be hit. And it looks like it'll be a routine play by Nikki Mantle to Melissa Myrano. And right now we have 2 outs. Still a runner on 3rd base now because they advanced. Student Princes do have a 1-0 lead, though, over the Muskies here in the top of the third inning. Casey Moore will come up to bat for the Student Princes. Moore hits this one, and it goes right back to the fence, and it'll be foul ball. So we have 1 strike with 2 outs right now here at Donna J. Newberry Field. Moore gets ready. Eberling throws her next pitch, and she pops up another one, and it'll be hit just past us, past behind the gate, TJ. So we'll have 0 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. Eberling gets ready for her next pitch, throws the next pitch, and that one is cranked in the outfield by Moore, and that one will be a homer. And I'll have to say so far that will probably, as of right now, be, so far in this game, that'll have to be my orbit play of the game right there for the Student Princes. It's a high, OAC game as, the Muskies are 5th, and the Student Princes are right now, looks like number 3 in the conference, and that one was a big play for the Student Princes. We'll have a 3-0 lead right now with 2 outs.
Third baseman, Abby McKee.
Abby McKee now is going to be coming up to bat for the Student Princes, as just a moment ago we had a great play by Casey Moore as she's getting ready. She was cranking a couple foul, and then finally she got one to go, and she brought in a run, and the Student Princes capitalized and now have a 3-0 lead.
Yes, they was just looking for the right pitch at the right time to hit.
And it's true. And then Abby McKee makes a great play for the Student Princes and hits one into center field. She'll be on second base. Kayla Moore now will come up to bat for the Student Princes. And it looks like Coach Winters is going to call a time right here on the. So we're going to stay tuned here on the Orbit, 90.7. Right now, the Student Princes have a 3-0 lead over the Lady Muskies. 2 outs. And right now, what would you be saying if you were Coach Winters to Eberling, TJ?
I'd be asking if she okay and, just keep talking to her.
I think Eberling is, she's done a great job so far in this game. I mean, just like you said, great play by Casey Moore. She had a great hit. But Coach Winters is done talking to Eberling, and Moore is still up to the plate. That's going to be a called strike. We'll have a 0-1 count here with 2 outs here at Donna J. Newberry Field as the Lady Muskies trail 3-0 in a pivotal OAC matchup. Eberling gets ready, throws her next pitch, and that one is going to be a tad bit outside, be called a ball, so we'll have a 1-1 count. Eberling gets ready for the next pitch, throws that one, and it will be just a little bit low, and it'll be a 2-1 count. Eberling just trying to stay focused and get out of this inning as the Muskies right now have 2 outs and just need that last one to get out of it. That one's just a bit low, and we'll have a 3-1 count. The Lady Muskies do trail right now for the listeners just tuning in on the WMCL app or live on Orbit Media, as we will have a walk as we have a runner on second and a runner on first right now. And it looks like Eberling is going to go to the dugout
and get a pitch change.
Looks like we may have a pitching change. We are going to have a pitching change, and we are going to keep it right here for a second. And it's going to be number 15 for the Muskies, Haley DeBolt. So Haley DeBolt is going to get warmed up right now. Like I said, we have right now a 3-0 lead by the Student Princes. We have Story Rivals right here. It's a beautiful day in New Concord. TJ, what do you think the Muskies need to do going forward, basically to get back into this game?
Just keep their head up and play.
And I agree with TJ. With that, the ball is still getting warmed up, so we're going to go ahead and take one break. So when we come back, we will have the rest of the top of the third inning here on the Orbit 90.7.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Okay, Rachel, you can go ahead and send it back.
Oh, emojis! I thought the conversation just got dumber.
Ugh, internet trolls, just ignore them.
I like you just the way you are.
I believe in you. She's a hugger. Give her a squeeze.
Help up the hand.
Ah, there you go.
Thanks, mate.
You're killing it, Jane!
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
You don't know. They might just pull it out and come back.
Off for the Muskies
It's
is going to be, looks like number 6, Jalen Schrader. Schrader is from Reynoldsburg. She's a sophomore. She gets ready. She steps up into the batter's box. Moore looks, get the signal from her catcher. Moore throws her next pitch. That will be a tad outside. It will be called ball 1. Schrader steps out of the box for a second, gets a couple practice swings. Moore getting ready. Sends her next pitch. That one will be swung and missed. It'll be a 1-1 count here in the bottom of the third inning at Donna J. Newberry Field. Got a little bit of a crowd out here, TJ. Concession stands open, always exciting thing. That one is hit up, and it will be a routine play by the Student Princes. Great play by number 22, Leah Bowen.
Abby Orr.
And next up to bat for the Lady Muskies will be number 1, Abby Orr. She's a senior, and this is their senior day, so it's always exciting stuff when you play your senior day, like me and TJ called. And pregame, it's probably one of the most, I remember out of all the games I ever played, and I remember my senior day the most. But Orr goes ahead and hits that one. Yes. What a great play by the Muskies. Hit right over Leah Bowen's head. And that's exactly what the Muskies need. So we have one runner on right now. And just the person you want to come up to bat with one runner on, Chrissy Hughes, coming to bat. She did strike out in her first at bat, but she always does a good job of, reestablishing herself and getting ready. Hughes gets ready. Moore getting ready for the next pitch. She throws her pitch, and that one is going to be low in the dirt, and that will be called a ball, as the Muskies do have one runner on first with 1 ball, 0 strikes, and 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Moore gets ready. She took a couple practice swings. Moore getting ready, throws the pitch. And that one is going to be called a ball, and we'll have a 2-0 count here with 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Hughes hits that one, and it's going to be back and foul. We have a 2-1 count right now with 1 out. We have 1 runner on first right now. TJ, this is exactly what the Muskies need right now. We have a 2-1 count, 1 out. And Hughes cranks that one, but it looks like it will be Abby Orr will not advance to second base. So Chrissy Hughes will go to first. So we'll have 2 outs right here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And Moore is going to try to get out of this inning, as she's done a great job all afternoon. And Nikki Manchel will come up to bat for the Lady Muskies. Moore gets ready, trying to get a signal. Moore takes the pitch. And that one's going to be way high, ball 1. Manchel will step back into the batter's box, getting ready. As the Muskies, still very passionate. It's still very early here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and the Student Princes have a 3-0 lead. Moore gets ready, throws the next pitch. Manchel hits that one, and it is tipped back foul into the dugout, and we'll have a 1-1 count. Right now we'll have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The viewers listening on the WMCO app, on Orbit TV, or listening to the channel 90.7. I'm glad you were tuning in today. I'm Keith Burns Jr. alongside TJ Boyd. TJ Boyd making his Orbit Media TV debut. He's excited. I'm excited. Nikki Manchel steps back into the batter's box, and we're ready to resume play. Manchel gets ready. This next pitch by Moore. And she tries to throw Chrissy Hughes out at first, but does not. Hughes was able to make the second.
Oh.
I think that's a questionable call there by Caitlin Keys. I mean, you have a 3-0 lead. You have 2 outs. I'd say I'd probably just throw that one back to the pitcher. But that's why I'm not playing collegiate softball, TJ. Mantle steps back into the batter's box. Hughes did advance to second right now, so we have 1 runner on right now. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And that next pitch by Moore, she's not going to be able to add another one to her strikeout collection, as we're going to go ahead and have a full count. She's done a great job this year, as she has 98 on the year, which is very impressive. Mantle gets ready, steps back in the batter's box. This next pitch is thrown. Manchel hits it, and it was a great play. Let's see if it can stay alive. But that one is going to be an out, as the Muskies are going to go ahead and have 2 hits, no errors, no runs here in the bottom of the 3rd. When we come back, we'll have the top of the 4th. So keep it here on the Orbit 90.7.
Planning the right amount of food is hard. The Guestimator makes it easy. Just tell it who's coming and what's for dinner. Then it tells you how much to make. And yes, it even plans for leftovers. Try it at SaveTheFood.com.
Oh, emojis! I thought the conversation just got dumber.
Ugh, internet trolls, just ignore them.
I like you just the way you are.
I believe in you. She's a hugger. Give her a squeeze.
Help up that hand.
Ah, there you go.
Thanks, mate.
You're killing it, Jane!
And we're back from Donna J. Newberry Field here on the campus of Muskingum University. I'm Keith Burns Jr. alongside TJ Boyd. And right before we came back, we did start the inning, and Leah Bolin had hit a ball, and it was played by the Muskies, thrown out. So we have one out here in the top of the fourth inning with a 3-0 lead by the Student Princess. And for everyone tuning into the WMCO app, Orbit TV, or listening at the 90.7 dial, we appreciate your support. Haley DeBolt is pitching right now for the Lady Muskies right now. DeBolt did come in last inning. She got them out of the inning and now is doing a very good job. 1-1 the count right now. That one is going to be a called ball, as Abby Barano is at the plate for the Student Princes. Barano goes ahead and hits one, and it will stay fair right over the third base line. Great play by Barano as she gets Student Princes on the board. So we'll have one runner right now on first with one out here in the top of the fourth inning. Student Princes still have a 3-0 lead here at Donna J. Newberry Field. Haley DeBolt getting ready to throw a pitch. And this one is going to be hit and fouled, as Renee Levette is at the plate for the Student Princes. We're back at the top of the order. Levette right now getting ready for the next pitch. This one, and she cranks, but it's going to be back foul. Have no balls and 2 strikes here with the fourth inning. Beautiful day at the campus of Muskingum University. Haley DeBall gets ready to throw her next pitch. Levette steps into the batter's box. And that one is hit over Morano's head, and it is going to be called fair. Actually, no, the umpire is going to come out, and he's going to call an out. And we might, after the break, I actually myself might get an explanation on that call right there. So right now we have 2 outs here in the top of the fourth inning. DeBolt throws her next pitch. She's done a great job so far in this game for the Lady Muskies. And right now, looks like number 21, Shelby Miller, is at the plate for the Lady Princes. Miller looks, and that one will be a great one to look at because that one's going to be a tad bit outside. It'll be 2-0 the count. The ball gets ready, looking for a signal. Next ball by DeBolt is thrown, and it's just a little bit in the dirt. And it'll be a 3-0 count. Shelby Miller is a sophomore from Wooster, Ohio. Miller steps back into the batter's box, gets ready for this next pitch, and that one is going to be another called ball, so we'll have a runner on first and second right now. So 2 runners on base for the Lady Princes, as right now it's going to be a 3-0 lead for the Lady Princes here on the top of the fourth inning. And Casey Moore will come up to bat for the Lady Princes, and she cranks that one, and it's a made error right now by, looks like, number 11 for the Lady Muskies, Bailey Watkis, but it looks like that won't matter because we got a play out at third base, but a runner will score, so the Lady Muskies right now are down 5-0, and we come back, we'll be at the bottom of the fourth inning here on the Orbit 90.7.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie. Nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
University here at Donna J. Newberry Field, and we're making our orbit as softball is down 5-0 here to the Student Princes here in the bottom of the 4th inning, as the Lady Princes were able to bat in 2 runs in the last inning at the very end of the inning, but the Lady Muskies capitalized and got out of the inning. And right now, Jalen Mead will be at bat for the Lady Muskies. Moore still pitching for the Lady Princes. Moore throws her next pitch. That one will be high, ball 1. It'll be 1 ball, 0 strikes, and no outs here at John and J. Newberry Field, the bottom of the 4th inning. Moore gets ready for her next pitch. Moore still not liking it, but now throws another one, and Mead hits that one, and it is back and foul. Jalen Mead trying to capitalize right now as the Lady Muskies here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Plenty of softball left, trying to get back into this one. It's ready for this next pitch, and this one, Moore throws it just a bit in the dirt, and it'll go ahead and be a 2-1 count. It's 50 degrees here at the campus of Muskingum University. Probably the first games all year outside. I have not had to wear my coat, so that's always a good thing. And another hit by Mead, but this one is going to be fouled again, as we will have a 2-2 count. We have 0 outs right now. Muskie dugout still very passionate right now. Everybody is up and ready right now. Same with the Lady Princes dugout. The umpire has a time right now. Back into play. Moore gets ready for the next pitch. Mead gets ready. And that one will be outside, and we're going to have a full count right here. 3-2 the count right now. 0 outs as Moore gets ready. And Moore throws that next pitch, and it'll be a called strike, so you can add that to her strikeout collection, as that's going to be 99 for the year. It'd be impressive to get 100 strikeouts collegiate level. Me and TJ Boyd actually might get lucky enough to call that right now. Haley DeBolt now up for the Lady Muskies. Moore goes ahead and throws her next pitch. That one's going to be an easy play for the Lady Princes, number 44, Abby McGee, as we'll have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning, as the Lady Princes have a 5-0 lead over the Lady Muskies. And Rachel Everling will come up to bat for the Lady Muskies. Moore right now getting ready for a signal. Everling just gives a couple little practice swings. Everling gets ready. And that one will be a called ball for Moore, just a bit low. On my view, it looks like that one actually could have been a strike, TJ, that had been a little bit higher. Next pitch now to Eberling, and she'll have to get out of the way for this one. This will be another ball. Moore done a great job so far, as most of these innings, it's kind of been like a 1-2-3, so she's definitely doing her job, and you can definitely see why she might join the 100K club at the end of this day. Next pitch, though, is going to be a called ball, so it'll be a 3-0 count here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning, as the Lady Princes do have a 5-0 advantage here at Donna J. Newberry Field. This next pitch is thrown by Moore, and it will be a called strike. This will have a 3-1 count. Moore done a great job this game. Whenever she's been in these kind of situations, she just kind of stay composed and puts it right to the glove. Moore gets ready for the next pitch. Throws that one, and she gets it right there in a crank by Eberling, but it was just fouled on the third base line.
Almost hit the coach.
Yeah, you're right. It did almost hit Coach Winters on that one. We'll have a full count, just what we like to see here at any softball or any, kind of, event that's involved with softball or baseball. Full count's always a fun thing. 3-2 count right here, 2 outs, 5-0 advantage for the Student Princes here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Eberling steps back into the batter's box. That one is going to be way outside, and it will be a ball, and we'll have an advanced runner right now for the Muskies.
Shortstop, Riley Powers.
And Riley Powers will now come up to bat for the Lady Muskies. As Moore getting ready now for the next pitch. Another shout out. We have Storied Rivals here taking a video. Always good to see Storied Rivals here. And that one is about hits Powers. She had to get out of the way for that one. So we'll have a 1-0 count. One and count here with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning, and that next pitch by Moore is going to be a tad bit outside, and we'll have a 1-1 count. And that next pitch will be a little bit low, and it'll be a ball 2. We'll have 2 balls, 1 strike with 2 outs. Moore trying to stay composed right now. Powers steps out of the box, gets a couple practice swings, steps back into the box. Powers gets ready, and she cranks that one right in the center field, and we will have a runner on first and second.
That was a good hit of Powers.
Yeah, that was a great hit by Powers, as she'll send the senior, Melissa Mairano, up to bat.
First baseman, Melissa Mairano.
And she's done a great job. Like, I got to tell TJ, beforehand, as right now they're going to go ahead and go up and talk to Moore real quick. Melissa has done a great job. A couple weeks ago, me and Radio Joe got the chance to call a game that went extra innings, and Melissa was able to capture a great RBI that set up the Muskies and got them ready, as they did take a win on that day. So right now, they're really trying to capitalize and get on the board right now, as we're in the bottom of the 4th inning. And it looks like they're done talking to Moore. Mairano gets ready, and she steps into the batter's box. Moore getting ready, gets the signal. Moore throws her next pitch, and that one is going to be a called strike. So we have 2 runners right now on first and second right now in the bottom of the 4th inning. Next pitch is going to be a tad bit outside, and it'll be 1-1 the count. It's always an exciting thing, like we brought up earlier, senior day stuff. Congratulations to Melissa. Next pitch is going to be a called strike. It'll be a 1-2 count, with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning, as the Student Princes still have a 5-0 lead. Mairano steps back into the batter's box. 1-2 count. Moore gets ready. Throws the next pitch, and that one is going to be definitely outside. Had a little bit of curve on that. Could see it from here, TJ. It'll be 2-2 the count. Mairano steps back into the batter's box. Moore eager to get ready. Gets ready for this next pitch. Moore gets ready. Throws this one, and it is hit, but it is fouled right back, right by the gate right here. Glad we have this protection right here. We have the best seats in the house, TJ. So you have a 2-2 count right now.
The best seat, right behind the plate.
So it's a good thing. Mairano steps back in the box. 2-2 the count with 2 outs. Gets ready. Moore throws this pitch, and it will be high. And like I said earlier, we'll have one of the most favorite things in softball, be a full count. 3-2 the count. Pivotal right now for the Muskies, as we have a runner on first and a runner on second. This is huge right now with 2 outs. Full count. Moore gets ready. See if she can get out of the inning. Mairano hopes to get them on the board, and this one is popped up in a great routine play by the Student Princes. as the Lady Muskies will have a couple hits, no runs, and no errors. When we come back, we're going to go ahead and have the top of the fifth inning here on the Orbit 90.7.
Oh, emojis! I thought the conversation just got dumber.
Ugh, internet trolls, just ignore them.
I like you just the way you are.
I believe in you. She's a hugger. Give her a squeeze.
Help up the hand.
Ah, there you go.
Thanks, mate.
You're killing it, Jane!
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
And we're live back from Donna J. Newberry Field here at the campus of Muskingum University. And I'm Keith Burns Jr. alongside TJ Boyd, and we're on Orbit TV, and we're also on the WMCO app, and for the listeners listening on the 90.7 dial. As so far, we had Casey Moore come up to the plate, and she got to first, but ended up getting called out at second. So we have the third batter coming up right now for the Lady Princes. And Haley Patel is up to bat. DeBolt makes a great play, throws it to second. So we'll have 2 outs here at the top of the fifth inning. Muskies doing a great job right now as they really want to capitalize right here as the Student Princes still have a 5-0 lead here in the top of the fifth inning at Donna J. Newberry Field. Haley DeBolt did come in this afternoon for Rachel Eberling, and she's done a great job so far. And she's getting ready right now as she does end the inning as number 12, Caitlin Keys, has a pop-up and correction. Doesn't end the inning, just the top of the fifth inning. But when we come back, we will have the bottom of the fifth inning. So keep it here on the Orbit 90.7.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it. First impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Trainer!
And we're live back from Donna J. Newberry Field I'm Keith Burns Jr. alongside TJ Boyd as we have a first game of a doubleheader, but this is the only game we will be calling today and making our debut on Orbit TV. And right now it looks like the Lady Muskies right now are getting ready. And number 6, Jennifer Schrader will come up to bat. Moore still pitching for the Student Princess as she throws that one, and it is just a bit high, ball 1. We have a 1-0 count. Muskies trying to capitalize right now. Schrader looks at that one, and it will be another ball. So 2 balls, 0 strikes. Like we've talked about, this is a huge series in OAC3. The Lady Muskies are 5th in standings with the Lady Princes at 3. And what a great hit right there by Jennifer Schrader, as the Muskies will have 1 on first. And you see the Muskies dugout right now, very passionate, very excited right now.
Yes, they are very happy, and that was a good hit to the left field.
It was. And that's, what the Muskies have done all year. They've always stayed engaged, and they never give up, and I think that's just the definition of a Muskie. Abby Orr will be coming to the plate for the Muskies. Moore throws the pitch, and that one is up, and a great potential play right there as she slides to go for it. That was number 99, Casey Moore. That was great effort by the Lady Princes. Abby Orr is getting ready right now. I think they're just making sure Casey Moore is good. She is okay, so we're going to resume play. Abby Orr steps back into the batter's box, gets ready. Kayla Moore throws the pitch, and that one's going to be fouled. So we have 0 balls, 2 strikes, no outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning, as the Student Princes still have a 5-0 lead here at Donna J. Newberry Field. I'm Keith Burns Jr. Alongside me is TJ Boyd. Abby Orr gets ready for this next pitch. She reaches a little bit, and it will be a strikeout. So congratulations to Kayla Moore, as she will have 100 strikeouts on the year. It's a very impressive number. And glad me and TJ got to call that. Anytime you throw 100 strikeouts in collegiate play, that's a game ball at itself.
Yes.
And next coming up to play is Chrissy Hughes for the Lady Muskies. Next one is thrown, and it's a bit high, and it will be ball 1, as we have 1 ball, 0 strikes, and 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th at Donna New J. Berry Field. Chrissy Hughes getting ready. She's getting a couple practice swings right now. Looks like number 15, Kaylee Rowland, had come out to talk to her pitcher, give her a little encouragement right now. So Lady Prince is doing a great job. And Moore has done a great job all game, as like we just said. We congratulate her on that 100th strikeout. Moore throws that one, and that one is cranked by Hughes, but it's going to be back, and it'll be foul. So we'll have a 1-1 count here with 1 out. Still in the bottom of the 5th inning at Donna J. Newberry Field, as the Lady Princes still have a 5-0 lead. Caitlin Moore getting ready for her next pitch. Moore looks and throws the next pitch, and it will be very low, and it'll be a ball 2, 2 balls, 1 strike. Still have 1 out right now, as we do have a runner on first for the Muskies. It's been great pitching so far today for the Student Princes. Next pitch is going to be very low in the dirt, and it will be a ball. So it'll be a 3-1 count right here. Hughes steps out of the batter's box, gets a couple practice swings, steps back in the batter's box. Kayla Moore waiting from the single for catcher. Moore gets ready, throws the next pitch, and that one is going to be, looks like that one was tipped. So it's not going to be a strikeout, so we're still going to have a 3-2 count. I like to say, that's my favorite thing, is a full count. It's always good to be in a pressure situation. 3-2 count, 1 out. Moore gets ready, throws her next pitch, and it's tipped again, and we're going to call a pause. Hughes tips that ball, actually hits the umpire in the hand. Hope he's all right. Right now, the catcher, number 12, Caitlin Keys, is going to talk to her pitcher, Caitlin Moore. Just kind of settle her down a little bit as we still have a full count, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Hughes steps back into the batter's box. We have a full count, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Moore gets ready, throws her next pitch, and that one will be another foul ball. Chrissy Hughes is doing a great job of staying alive right now, so it is still a 3-2 count. Like I said, this is going to be the first game of a doubleheader here on the Orbit 90.7. Kayla Moore gets ready to throw her next pitch. Chrissy Hughes gets ready, and this one is cranked. And it is a great play, though, by the center fielder for the Lady Princes. But great way not to give up, and a great effort by Chrissy Hughes. It's going to be 2 outs right now in the bottom of the 5th inning as the Student Princes still have a 5-0 lead. Nikki Mantle will come to the plate for the Lady Muskies. Moore gets ready, waiting her signal from the catcher. Gets it, throws the next pitch, and that one will be a called cold strike. Be a 0-1 count right here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning as the Student Princes still have a 5-0 advantage. The Muskies do have 1 runner on first base. Next pitch by Moore, and that one's going to be a swing and a miss, and that will be strike 2. So we'll have a 0-2 count right there. For the listeners listening or watching on Orbit TV, beautiful day here at the campus of Muskingum University in New York. Moore throws our next pitch, and we're actually going to end the inning as a stolen base was tried by number 6, Jennifer Schrader, and she is out. So we have a couple hits, no runs, no errors. When we come back, we're going to be in the top of the 6th inning, so keep it right here in Orbit on 90.7.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Planning the right amount of food is hard. The Guestimator makes it easy. Just tell it who's coming and what's for dinner. Then it tells you how much to make. And yes, it even plans for leftovers. Try it at SaveTheFood.com.
University here at Donna J. Newberry Field. And at the plate right now for the Student Princes is Leah Bolin, but I'm Keith Burns Jr. alongside TJ Boyd as we have 1 ball, 1 strike, 0 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. And that one is cranked by number 22, Leah Bolin, and it will be a made error by Riley Powers, but there was a lot of power on that ball as the Lady Princes will advance a runner to first base.
Left fielder, Abby Barno.
And Abby Barno will come to the plate for the Lady Princes. Haley DeBolt still pitching for the Lady Muskies as she came in earlier in the game. DeBolt gets ready, throws the next pitch. A tried bunt attempt, and that's just going to be a strike. So it'll be a 0-1 count right now. And DeBolt getting ready, getting a signal. This one is tried again. and it'll be 0 balls, no strikes. So if the third one is tried and it is not right, it will be an out for the listeners that are listening at home. Trying to advance that runner right now, TJ.
Yeah.
And that next pitch is going to be a ball. Hey, Lady Bolt ready as we have a 5-0 advantage for the Lady Princess, and that one is hit. And what a play by number 14, Riley Powers, as she does make up for that error just a little bit ago.
And that was a very good catch.
But like we said, for the listeners at home, that first ball was cranked at Riley Powers. I know for a fact, TJ, I couldn't have grabbed that if my life was dependent on it. Right now, we still have a runner on first base. Right now, the ball is waiting right now. And that one is hit right back at us as I had to jerk my head a little bit, but I still have the protective gate. Number 13, Renee Levette, is at bat for the Student Princes. So we're back at the top of the rotation right here. Levette nails one, but it is a routine play for the Muskies as we're going to go ahead and have 2 outs. Great play by Jalen Mead, the freshman from Uniontown.
Right fielder Shelby Miller.
Nabolt right now trying to get out of this inning as she's done a great job so far this game. As we are in the top of the 6th inning here at Donna J. Newberry Field as the Lady Princes have a 5-0 advantage. Nabolt throws her next one just a tad bit in the dirt. The runner tries to advance to third, and she does. So there is a runner on third for the Lady Princes. 2 outs right here in the top of the 6th inning. 1 ball. Nabolt getting ready. The next pitch by DeBolt is thrown, and that one is going to be a strike. And Shelby Miller is at the plate for the Student Princes. Shelby Miller is a sophomore from Worcester, Ohio. Miller hits that one, and it's going to be back foul. We'll have a 1-2 count right now with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. The ball gets ready, throws her next pitch. That one's going to be just a tad bit outside. We'll have a 2-2 count. Shelby Miller steps out of the batter's box. She has a couple practice swings and steps right back in the batter's box. The ball gets ready, throws her next pitch. Miller cranks that one into the outfield, and that will bring a runner in for the Lady Princes as we will have a 6-0 advantage for the Lady Princes. That was a great RBI by number 21, Shelby Miller. Casey Moore will come to the plate for the Lady Princes. As really, she did a great job and hit a run, but she hits this one, and it's not going to be right now. As the Lady Muskies, Jalen Mead does a great job, and we will be out of the inning. So there was a run scored, a couple hits, and there was an error. But when we come back, we'll go ahead and we'll be in the bottom of the 6th inning here on the Orbit 90 point.
Oh, emojis! I thought the conversation just got dumber.
Ugh, internet trolls, just ignore them.
I like you just the way you are.
I believe in you. She's a hugger. Give her a squeeze.
Help up the hand.
Ah, there you go.
Thanks, mate.
You're killing it, Jane!
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie. Nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
And we're live back at the campus of Muskingum University here in New Concord, Ohio. Great 50-degree weather. I'm Keith Burns Jr. alongside TJ Boyd. We're making our Orbit TV debut for softball today. And Kayla Moore will still be pitching for the Student Princes as she got to join the 100 Strikeout Club earlier for the year. And number 8 will be at the plate for the Lady Muskies right now. That'll be Casey Ringer. Ringinger, correction. And that next pitch is going to be a ball, so we have 1 ball, 1 strike. Manager looks, a couple practice swings. Moore gets ready for her next pitch. This next one is going to be a strike, so we'll have a 1-2 count. We're here at the bottom of the 6th inning as the Lady Princes have a 6-0 advantage. It's a huge game in, well, I'd say a huge series in OAC play. Muskies are 5th in the conference with the Lady Princes at 3. That next pitch was just a bit outside, more or less in the dirt, and we'll have a 2-2 the count. 0 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Moore gets ready, throws her next pitch, and that one is hit, but it is going to be fouled. So we'll go ahead and keep it at a 2-2 count. TJ, so how we know you're in football and stuff. How's football been going this all season? You got a new coach and Coach Yiter. You know, you have to be very excited for Muskingum right now.
Yes, I'm very excited. We got new things coming. Coach Yiter is doing the best he can do with the football team, and we're coming out pretty good in spring ball. And as we were talking about football, that next hit is going to be popped up and caught by number 99, Casey Moore. Great job. But yeah, you know, I'd have to agree. You know, Coach Yiter, we got to do that press conference in sports writing. He talked about how he has a great offensive mindset, so we'll be very excited to see what he can do here at the campus of Muskingum University. Yes, he have great
And Steve
stuff.
Brocklebank, you know, coming out athletic director, I'm pretty excited. I got that chance to talk to him. He's done a great job. But Moore right there, you know, is a little bit out of control. Ends up hitting number 18 for the Muskies, Jalen Mead. So maybe she's a little tired right now. She's thrown a lot of pitches today. She's done a great job, though. So the Muskies will have 1 person on first, and we'll have 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And that ball, it looks like, will be foul. Number 15, Haley DeBolt, right now is at bat for the Lady Muskies. So we got a chance to talk about some football that's going on with TJ. Excited that he's here right now on Orbit TV. The ball gets ready for this next pitch by Moore, and that is hit, and it is going to be another foul ball as we'll have a 0-2 count here with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. For the listeners listening on the WMCO app or on 90.7 or watching on Orbit TV, we're glad to have you out here today. It's a beautiful 50-degree weather here at Donna J. Newberry Field. The ball gets ready for this next pitch by Moore. Moore goes ahead and throws the next pitch, and that is really high. And the throw it to Casey Moore to try to get an out right there. Does not work out. 1 out right now, 2 strikes. The Bolt trying to capitalize here for the Lady Muskies. Moore doing a great job of pitching all day long, though. Gets ready for her next pitch. Moore throws the next pitch, and that one is hit by DeBolt, and it will be a routine play. This is when I got called Rachel. I stole that from her. A routine play for the Lady Princes.
Rachel Eberle.
So we'll have 2 outs right now here in the bottom of the 6th inning as the Lady Princes have a 6-0 advantage. Moore done a great job. She has pitched this entire game, so that's very impressive. Rachel Eberling will step up to bat here for the Lady Muskies, and that next pitch is going to be outside. And it will be a ball, but it looks like they were trying to throw out the runner at first and did not work out. We'll have a 0-1 count. 2 outs right now here at Donna J. Newberry Field with the Student Princes having a 6-0 lead. Moore gets ready, throws her next pitch. And that one is going to be, looks like a called strike. It's going to be 1-1 count. 2 outs right now in the bottom of the 6th. Moore trying to get these Lady Princes out of the inning as she's done well all game. Next pitch. That one's going to be called another cold strike. So we'll have a 1-2 count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Eberling is a junior. She's doing a great job today. Getting ready right now for another pitch. And that ball is a bit outside, so we'll have a 2-2 count. And for everyone out there that is listening, if you have nothing going on, make sure, to maybe tune that dial out. Maybe, come support the Muskies out here as this is the first of a doubleheader. And Eberling goes ahead and hits another ball, and it's going to be foul. Eberling getting ready for this next pitch. Glad to spend my Saturday afternoon with all of New Concord right now. Eberling gets ready in this next pitch, and she cranks it, but it is foul on the third base line. Always good to stay alive as we have a 2-2 count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. I'm Keith Burns Jr. alongside TJ Boyd making his Orbit TV debut. Next pitch is thrown, and it is going to be another ball. They're trying to throw out the runner at first again, and it does not work. But Casey Moore doing a great job for the Lady Princes to, stay involved and stay ready. Got one runner on first right now. My favorite part right here, full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The bottom of the 6th inning. Moore throws her next pitch. That one's cranked by Eberling, and it looks like it is going to be an error for number 44, Abby McGee, and the Lady Muskies will have a runner on first and second base here in the bottom of the 6th inning at Donna J. Newberry Field. Riley Powers will be coming up to plate for the Lady Muskies. She's done a great job today. She's had some great plays to help the Lady Muskies. Riley Powers gets ready for this next pitch at bat. Moore getting ready, getting a signal from her catcher. Looks. Powers takes a couple practice swings. This next pitch is thrown, and it is called a cold strike. So it looks like we'll have a 0-1 count, 2 outs. We have a runner on first and second for the Lady Muskies. Powers swings a couple times. Moore getting ready. Throws the next pitch, and that one is going to be outside. We'll have a 1-1 count. It's 2 outs right here. It's exactly what the Muskies need right now, though. See if the Muskies can capitalize. They fall hard all year, and it's a pivotal series in OAC play here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Powers gets ready for this next one, and she cranks it up. This should be a routine play for the Lady Princes, and which it is. And that'll do it for the 6th inning, as we had some runs and some errors. But make sure you don't turn that dial, and leave it here on the Orbit 90.7.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes, and you come to mine. This is it. First impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
First baseman, Abby McGee.
And we're live here at Donna J. Newberry Field. I'm Keith Burns Jr. alongside TJ Boyd. We're in the top of the 7th inning as the Lady Princes have a 6-0 advantage over the Muskies. And number 44, Abby McKee, just hit one right to left field. And she's going to be on first base right now. And Haley DeBolt is still pitching for the Lady Muskies, as she's done a great job so far as she came in for Rachel Eberling earlier in the game. It's top of the 7th inning, like I said. Lady Princes have a runner on first. Number 7, Caitlin Moore, like I said, has been pitching. She's done a phenomenal job. She joined that 100 strikeout club today here at Donna J. Newberry Field. She's looking to bunt right now and does not work out, and Muskies almost throw the runner off at first base.
That was very close.
It's a very close call right there. It's got one runner on base for the Lady Princes. The ball gets ready, throws her next pitch. That one's going to be a tad bit outside, and we'll have a 1-1 count. Caitlin Moore steps out of the batter's box. She takes a couple swings, steps back in the batter's box. Gets ready for this next pitch. And she's going to go ahead and be caught looking, and we'll have a 2-2 count. Caitlin Moore gets ready for this next pitch, and she hits it in a great, easy routine play by the Muskies. Number 11, Bailey Watkis, does a great job from Columbus, Ohio. And number 2, Haley Patel, will come up to bat for the Lady Princes. This next pitch is thrown by DeBolt, and it will be, looks like a bit high, ball 1. Got a 1-0 count here with 1 out. In the top of the 7th inning, Lady Princes have a 6-0 advantage. And I'm Keith Burns Jr. alongside TJ Boyd as we have another ball, and it'll be a 2-0 count. Make sure you stay. Make sure you can make it out if you can, as we'll have another game, because this is 1 of 2 of a doubleheader. Lady Prince's dugout a little energetic right now as they're doing a great job so far. And great try by Haley Patel as she hits that one to the first base foul line. Melissa Myrano tries to go ahead and get a catch, but she just misses. So I'll have 1 runner still on base with 1 out. Go ahead and be 2-1 count here in the top of the 7th inning. Patel gets ready. Next pitch is thrown, and she has hit that ball, and it looks like it'll just be out at second base. It's a great play by the Lady Muskies. So Riley Powers doing a great job so far today for the Lady Muskies in this first game of a doubleheader. We'll have 2 outs right here in the top of the 7th inning as the Lady Muskies trail 6-0 to the Lady Princes.
Yes, Powers been doing some good stuff.
Yeah, they definitely have. That first pitch right there by DeBall is going to be a little low in the dirt, and it will advance the runner to second base. And number 12, Caitlin Keys is at bat for the Lady Princes. Caitlin Keys is from Canton. That next pitch be a called strike and be a 1-1 count. 2 outs right here in the top of the 7th inning. Next pitch by DeBolt is a strike, so I have a 1-2 count. Kaylin Keys steps outside of the batter's box. Gets a couple practice swings, steps right back in. DeBolt ready. Gets her signal, throws her next pitch, and that one is fouled to the third base line. Lady Prince is doing a great job so far in this game. And the Lady Muskies, they've had a run, scored in a couple innings, but at this point we're just trying to stay alive and get to the bottom of the 7th inning. And Caitlin Keys right there reaches for one. So we'll have a 1-2 count with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning here at Donna J. Newberry Field. The ball gets ready for the next pitch. Keys gets ready. It's ready for the next pitch from the Bolt. Bolt throws this next pitch. That one will be a bit outside, so we're going to go ahead and have a 2-2 count. Don't forget to like and subscribe Orbit Media. That next pitch was on the third base line, and it will be another foul for Keys. Great job to stay alive right now for the Lady Princes as we have a 2-2 count here with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning at Donna J. Newberry Field. Next pitch is thrown, and that one is going to be out, and the inning will be done. The Lady Muskies doing a great job the last couple innings, as there's a couple hits right there by the Lady Princes, but they stay alive as, you know, we're excited for the bottom of the 7th inning. So Lady Princes have a 6-0 lead, but keep us in orbit on 90.7.
Oh, emojis! I thought the conversation just got dumber.
Ugh, internet trolls, just ignore them.
I like you just the way you are.
I believe in you. She's a hugger. Give her a squeeze.
Help up the hand.
Ah, there you go.
Thanks, mate.
You're killing it, Jane!
Planning the right amount of food is hard. The Guestimator makes it easy. Just tell it who's coming and what's for dinner. Then it tells you how much to make. And yes, it even plans for leftovers. Try it at SaveTheFood.com.
Back from Donna J. Newberry Field, here at the bottom of the 7th inning at the campus of Muskingum University. I'm Keith Burns Jr. alongside TJ Boyd, as the Lady Princes have a 6-0 advantage over the Lady Muskies. And number 7, Caitlin Moore, will still be pitching for the Lady Princes, as congratulate her as she hit that 100K strikeout today. She's done a great job, and she's going to go ahead and try to do this whole game. And me and Radio Joe had the chance to call a couple games so far. I've not seen one pitcher go ahead and complete a whole game, so maybe we'll see that today. The Lady Muskies will have number 17, Kirsten Kruin, coming to bat. Moore gets ready for the first pitch here at Donna J. Newberry Field. First pitch, and it's thrown, and it is popped up, foul. Well, a 0-1 count right now. It's an exciting day here at the campus of Muskingum University. The weather is very good, and a lot of fans out here that are passionate about some Muskie softball. Next pitch is thrown, and it will be a great play by number 13 for the Lady Princes. It'll be Renee Levette. Is allowed 1 out and 2 outs to go. This will be a first game of a doubleheader. The only game we'll be calling today. It's great to make our Orbit TV debut. Now up to bat for the Muskies will be number 6, Jennifer Schrader. This next pitch is going to be way outside. That'll be ball 1. 1-0 count right here with 1 out. And Moore getting ready right now, as she's done a fantastic job pitching so far for the Lady Princes. Next pitch right now to Schrader will be, looks like foul, tip back to the gate, and it'll be a strike. 1-1 the count. So you got a 1-1 count right here with 1 out. Right now, Schrader steps back in the batter's box. This next pitch is going to be popped up, and is going ahead and looks like they're going to call an out. Actually, TJ, I'm going to be 100% honest. From my viewpoint, I really thought that one should have been safe, but I don't have my umpire's license, so they're going to go ahead and call that one out right now. So there'll be 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning, as the Lady Princes have a 6-0 advantage. And Caitlin Moore goes ahead and throws her next pitch. It's Abby Orr. It's the last of this rotation so far before we possibly head to the top of the 1st inning. Steps back in the batter's box. We have a 1-0 count, as that last one was a ball. And this next one is batted up. Should be a routine play, and it will be. And that will be the game here at Donna J. Newberry Field. That'll end the end of the 7th inning, as we had no hits, no runs, and no errors. But I was glad to get the chance to call this one today with TJ Boyd. But we'll be right back, as we're going to go ahead and have the post-game show here on the Orbit 90.7.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie. Nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Back at the campus of Muskingum University here at Donna J. Newberry Field, as we had the first game of a doubleheader. It ended up being a final score of 6-0 for the Lady Princes. And like I said, we talked about in pregame, and I talked about, this is a big game, and, this is a big series in OAC play, as Muskingum is 5th in the OAC conference, trying to get in that top 4 to get in the tournament. And the Lady Princes right now are at number 3, and that will go ahead and take them to 11-4 in OAC play, while taking Muskingum to 6-7. But this is the first game of a doubleheader, and it just seemed like, TJ, that the Muskies, Caitlin Moore came out and did her job. Caitlin Moore actually, she came out here today, got over 100 strikeouts, so looks like she'll probably go ahead and get a game ball today. But she did a great job pitching. She pitched all 7 innings, and it looked like, some of the great hitters that the Muskies had, they just couldn't capitalize in this one.
Yeah, the Muskies put up a good fight, but Heidelberg just came out and beat us 6-0.
They did. They did a great job. But on the Muskies side of things, they look to pick it up in the next game. But I'd say Riley Powers did a great job. She made a great, some great plays in the infield for the Lady Muskies. And it looks like, just like some of the, the huge hitters we have, looks like they struggle a little bit. But like I said, when you're going up against somebody like Caitlin Moore, who easily has thrown over 100 strikeouts in a year, it's going to go ahead and be a problem. But as well as Caitlin Moore did today, that wasn't going to be my key of the game. I'm going to go ahead and have to give my game ball and my orbit play of the game to Casey Moore, number 99, for Heidelberg, as she hit a 2-run homer that really set this game apart for the Lady Princes over the Lady Muskies. But, that was the first of a doubleheader. So everyone that's listening right now on the 90.7 dial or watching on Orbit TV or on the WMCO app, for Keith Burns Jr. and, for TJ Boyd, I'm Keith Burns Jr. Have a great afternoon, New Concord.